to promote world peace by carrying forward the traditional cultures of China. The 2016 World Diplomats Cultural Experience Trip at the Golden Lotus Lake in Shanglin, Guangxi. Sino-esoteric Buddhism forming connections around the world by planting trees of peace. Conflicts between different ethnicities and different religions are the two hardest, most complicated, and sensitive problems in today's world. Prejudice and arrogance against different cultures are the basis for conflict and misunderstandings between nations and ethnic groups, which can even cause physical confrontations. During his speech at the UNESCO headquarters, President Xi Jinping said, "It is my keenly felt conviction that an attitude of equality and modesty is required if one wants to truly understand the various civilizations. Taking a condescending attitude towards a civilization cannot help anyone to appreciate its essence, but may risk antagonizing it. Both history and reality show that pride and prejudice are two biggest obstacles to exchanges and mutual learning among civilizations." On this issue, Ambassador of League of Arab States in China, Ghanem Taha Al Shibli, made a address at the tree planting ceremony.
Planting a tree, giving life, and praying for peace. This is a wonderful mission. We're here not to negotiate. We're here to pray, all of us, to peace, humanity, coexistence, and trying to stop conflicts around the world.
We are here to work for humanity. All of us. We are here for dialogue. We are here as human beings. All I need to say is, it's been a worthwhile trip. The purpose of this trip is noble, and I would like to thank the Master Jinke Xuanlei for the prayers. We all prayed in our hearts, within our own way. Mutual respect and equality in communication amongst different religious cultures is one of the most important methods in resolving resentment and promoting friendly relations between nations. We hope that this effort will be materialized in the world, especially in the region of Middle East. Well, we do need prayers. We do need effort for peace. Ambassador of Montenegro, Branko Perovic, said,
"It is always amazing traveling and discovering around China. It was also the case this time for all of us.
We are beginning a new chapter on this land. I wish all of you a long and joyful life, as well as for the longevity of these newly planted trees, for at least the next 1,000 years.
Ankele Yekesu."
A single tree cannot call itself the forest. Only by mutual goodwill and common intentions could we all be united. Ambassador of Malaysia, Dato Zainuddin Yahya, said,
Let me, first of all, wish you a very good morning.
I believe that many ambassadors have the same feeling like me. With great honor and pleasure to visit Lianyan Temple in Shanglin. China is a close neighbor of Malaysia, and as you know, Malaysia is a multinational country. We have the Malays, Chinese, Indians, and we have, of course, various religions, and we all live in peace. And I think the organization today is a very noble one. In spite of the background that we come from, at least we have the same mission, that is, to pray for peace in the world. Throughout history, Sino-esoteric Buddhism has made significant contributions in promoting friendships and cultural exchanges between different Asian countries. She is the common link that ties all Asian civilizations and had left a glorious imprint in the history of cultural exchanges amongst mankind. Since he came out of the deep mountains over 2 decades ago, the Vajra master Jinke Xuanlei had committed himself in carrying forward Sino-esoteric Buddhism culture and promoting world peace. To recognize his tireless efforts, the World Association of Diplomats and the organizing committee of the World Diplomates Chinese Cultural Trip present the special honorary title, One Belt and One Road, Messenger of Peace, to the Master. By their observation of the Master's past efforts, they value the Master as the cultural ambassador of Sino-esoteric Buddhism, who is spreading the message of peace, friendship, and great love. Upon receiving the title, the Master said, "I am deeply ashamed to receive this honor. My efforts are minimal comparing to the task at hand. I would like to redirect this honor to all sentient beings in the hope that they will all bear a compassionate heart that is filled with great love." 有缘，有缘。The mountain smiled, the lake rippled, the flowers rained with confetti. The song, "We Pray for World Peace Forever," filled the air above. With a shovel in hand, all the diplomats began to plant trees in front of the prayer mandala. Each one of the trees planted are symbols of wisdom, great love, friendship, and peace. Through this joint effort, everyone hopes the world peace and friendship trees will grow strong and tall, and their entangled roots will unite them with the common destiny to protect world peace and to build a beautiful home for mankind. A rise of the golden lotus to symbolize the act of great compassion. From the mandala, diplomats went on to tour the Golden Lotus Lake. As the buses wind their way through the misty mountain roads, rays of light penetrated the clouds to cover all in an auspicious golden halo. This auspicious atmosphere brought all the guests into the world of a traditional Chinese painting that depicts an ancient temple hidden away in the deep mountains. Once inside the Golden Lotus Lake Clubhouse, Dharmacharya Yingfeng from the Lianyan Temple began to introduce the beautiful legend of the Golden Lotus Lake. Once upon a time, the Golden Lotus Lake was just a small pond formed from mountain stream. One day in the Chongjian period of the Ming Dynasty, the always water-rich pond dried up overnight, and a tremendous golden lotus gushed out of the center of the lake bed. Just as some brave villagers tried to check the golden lotus up close, auspicious clouds gathered in the sky, emitting golden rays. An aura of rainbow enveloped the golden lotus. With the villagers on top, the golden lotus gently rose and disappeared in the sky. About 2 hours later, water gushed out and filled the lake as before. Since then, the nameless small pond was named the Golden Lotus Lake. Upon hearing this legend, a famous geologist in the Ming Dynasty, Shu Xiake, rushed to Shanglin to investigate. He was deeply attracted by the mysteries of Daming Mountain and the heavenly sight of the Golden Lotus Lake. Although he spent extensive time in the region, he could not unravel the truth behind the phenomenon in the legend. When diplomats inquired on the reasons to build the mandala in this particular area, the Dharmacharya introduced the causations. Shanglin is one of the nation's most impoverished counties, and its remote location combined with very inconvenient transportation made self-development very hard. At the early development stage of the Golden Lotus Lake, it was just a desolate wilderness that could only be reached through a rocky mountain path. The local infrastructure was non-existent, with almost unbearable living conditions. With the objectives to propagate the Buddha Dharma, bring benefit to the people, and provide a pure and tranquil place for sentient beings to practice, the Vajra master Jinge Shunlei led his disciples and entrepreneurs from around the world to start the development of the Golden Lotus Lake area. To initiate this project, he directed all the merits, wisdom, and wealth which he had accumulated in the past 2 decades to all sentient beings. Under his teachings and guidance, many had come to Shanglin to contribute to the restoration of the ancient Lianyin Temple and to build the Golden Lotus Lake Buddhist Cultural Tourist Resort. The Jinka Mandala Buddhist Cultural Museum, the Jinka Meditation Pavilion, and the Jinka Academy will also be built in the near future. Everyone was amazed by the sight of a small tree growing on a dry log. The Dharmacharya explained, in order to exert influence on his disciples to take root in Shanglin, the master broke off a twig and planted it in a dead log. After meticulous nourishing by the master, the twig penetrated the dead log and grew into a healthy tree, even without soil to take root in. This tree bears witness to the hardship the master and his disciples had to overcome on their path to build this mandala. Distinguished guests were all deeply touched by the sacred site of the Golden Lotus Lake and the Vajra master Jinka Shunlei's great compassion and aspiration. They took pictures to savor this moment forever, for here is truly the divine home for practitioners to cultivate their wisdom in meditation. It is without a doubt that soon, in the near future, this place will be the center that all sentient beings yearn for, come to pay pilgrimage, and to experience true peace.